Hey everybody, just wanted to come on here again real quick and say some things. You've probably already heard by now, um, the United States has conducted a successful attack, missile strikes on Iranian nuclear facilities, nuclear sites. Um, as you recall, Israel launched an attack on Iran about a week ago, and Trump had to make some important decisions. And he had said at first he was going to wait about 2 weeks to do it, but instead in a matter of days, he's made his decision. And his decision obviously was to conduct missile strikes on Iran and their nuclear facilities. We should pray for President Trump and the Trump administration, that the Lord would lead and guide them on the decision making on these matters, and pray for our troops that are out in the region right now at this moment, and everyone else that is affected by this or will be affected by this. I've always said, at least I've always believed that, the United States needs to mind its own business and stay out of other countries' affairs. But obviously that is not the case. I understand that Iran has always been a problem for almost a half a century, for almost 50 years, and there needs to be some sort of resolution to that particular situation. How that will happen, I don't know. But even their own people are they're not satisfied with their government over there. I really hope that this is just something that just happens and then that's it, like what happened when Trump launched missiles on Syria about 8 years ago. But I also am concerned that we could have a situation similar to what happened with Iraq and Afghanistan, where we ended up in a very long, drawn-out war with both those countries and in those areas. And so we'll just have to pray that God's will be done, and we'll see what happens. I made a Facebook post about some of the stuff I've already said here, but I recall saying something about 12 years ago, back in 2013, that there's a possibility the U.S. might go to war with Iran, and I've always hoped that would not happen, but with recent events, there is that possibility. But we'll have to wait and see what happens, of course. Maybe this will just be another one-off, or it could be something else. We'll just have to wait and see. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And I was just talking with somebody earlier. I said, if Trump had won in 2020, he wouldn't be in office right now to make this decision. Somebody else would be there making this decision. And it's like, it's crazy how the Lord's timing works, how God's timing works. It just so happened that, Trump had to leave, and then he won in 2024 and came back. And now he's here making this important decision, which I believe is the most consequential decision that this president has ever made, whether in his first term or second term. And so, like I said, we need to pray for our leaders, pray for our nation, that the Lord would give them wisdom and guidance in their decision making. And like I said, only time will tell where this leads. And so that's all I got to say for this video. Again, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and take care, and God bless you.